from Art That Plays and Prays, and I'm so glad that you're here in my channel. And today I'm going to make a painting demonstration of Shiva Artist Paint Sticks. They're basically oil paints in crayon form, and they kind of look like Crayolas that are kind of fat and stubby, and they're kind of hefty in the hands, and they look like they're well pigmented, and I think the saturation is great from what I hear. I've never tried Shiva before. This is my first time, and I'm so excited because in my stash here I have all sorts of colors. There are metallics here. They're very iridescent. There are some primary colors, you know, they're basic yellows, blues, and reds. And I also have here some, they kind of look like muted tones, and they're perfect for you artists there who would like to do some portrait paintings and you want to try the Shiva. Then these are perfect for coloring skin. And so I'm going to try them today. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go with the flow and see where that leads me. And let's see. Okay, so straight out of the box, I noticed that this paint sticks don't layer down so quickly. You can't just engage the colors by just rubbing the crayons onto the canvas. There seems to be like a film here that's covering the tip of the crayon. It's kind of hard, and I tried to like scrub it with paper towels, but it's not working. So you need maybe your nails, something hard to scratch off the surface. And I think it's easier with a palette knife, as you can see. But the moment you remove that film, then you can feel the wetness. You can actually color down easily, so you can paint right away. Painting for almost 30 years now, but throughout that entire time I've only done one oil painting, and it's largely because I don't like the smell. Really, I don't like the smell of oil paints and all the solvents that you need to make it work. So there's turpentine, there's linseed oil, there are mineral spirits that you need to clean your brushes, and they all have fumes, and in a house that's not well ventilated, it can be very oppressive to my nose. So I don't like oil paintings, and that's why I just stuck with acrylic and anything that's water-based. That's easy cleanup, easy applications, and anything that's related to water, I like it, like watercolor, acrylics, or watercolor pencils, or anything that can be cleaned up quite easily. But all of that changed when I tried this Shiva, because I noticed that it's not too difficult with this thing, you know. Well, you would know it's not Crayola because there's still some smell in it. It's really, you can still smell something here with the Shiva, but it's for some reason it's not as repulsive. It's not too pungent, so it's tolerable. Yeah, I can tolerate it. And I also noticed, because I'm not gonna use any brushes, as you can see, I'm laying down color by just holding on to the crayon. So there's not much cleanup besides my very dirty hands and all the paint that's in my nails right now, but I can live with dirty nails if you can live with watching my dirty nails in this video. But it's easy. It's easier than the traditional oil paints, and I'm having fun here. I'm really having fun. And let's see, what am I doing here? There's a lot of mess. As you can see, I'm always using a lot of paper towels here. So if you're gonna try this, make sure you have a whole roll of paper towels, because you will really need it. First off the bat, as with oils, everything just remains wet, right? So as you layer one color on top of the other, then you'll notice that your crayons just get messier and messier. So my Shiva here, look at, like, my white here is no longer just pure white. There, when I put it on top of the blue gets into my white crayon, and so it can get really muddy. Like if I lay down my white elsewhere, it looks muddy. So if I want to play around with textures, that's perfectly fine. Those dirty crayons, you can just wipe it into your canvas and you'd see that, oh, I did something different here. It's a unique color and it's interesting. That's fine. But if you want pure pigments, then it's best to wipe down your paint in paper towels. Like if you want orange to really look like orange and not like brown or like with some purple streaks in it, then wipe your crayon first before you lay it down into the canvas. That way you can have your pure saturated pigment on your canvas. So I think that's what helps me minimize the smudges in this painting. But then again, it's nice to it's a creative adventure. Painting is you experiment and then see what that turns into. And I do a lot of experiments, and sometimes I like the results, a lot of times I don't. But that's just part of trial and error, and then you learn from it, and then eventually you can just cover it up and do something different, and then voila, the whole painting will just look good. You know what else I found surprising about the Shiva is that it didn't take long for it to dry up. I mean, when I was done with the painting, I just let it stay for what, 2 days, 3 days. Yeah, 3 days it was dried up, which I found very shocking, because like with my previous experience with oils, I was painting in winter. Maybe that's the reason why, but it took me a month, I think. Yeah, about a month before my painting dried up. And it was a bit still tacky to the touch, and I'm sure the below the surface it was still very wet, and that's why I didn't like that too, because like my room where the painting was really smelled like solvents for a month. So I didn't want that again. But with this one, with Shiva, I was so surprised, and on day 2 it was already feeling dry, and I managed to put some varnish on it because I was just so excited to hang this up. And the nice thing about the varnish, it just kind of made the painting pop even more. So this you can see the textures of the painting and some of the peaks in this Shiva. And to think I'm not doing any impasto techniques here, I'm not really very thick in my applications. I was just dabbing and scrubbing the crayons under the canvas. I'm not doing any palette knife applications here, and yet there are some peaks here. You can see the texture. If you move your fingers across the canvas, you can feel the texture. And so I'm very happy. I'm so happy with what I'm seeing right now. Well, I wasn't expecting it to look like this. In the beginning, I said I was just like, okay, let's see what's gonna go and what's gonna happen here. But I kind of like what I see right now. Thank you. So that said, I hope you had fun watching my video. I hope, yeah, you had fun watching my video. What else can I say? Bye-bye. I think that's what I'm gonna say next. Goodbye, and thank you for joining me again. This is Ginger from Art That Plays and Prays. How can I forget my name? I should put that in a blooper. Okay, see you again, and until next time, please subscribe to my channel and Vava. Wait, what's Vava? Am I twisting my tongue or something? Oh my goodness.